But I'm telling you this, at no point in time or is your job to make your woman happy. Let me just say that off the rip. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not your job to make a woman happy, man. Your job is to be tied in. Now the thing is, like once you're tied into who you are and where you're going, and blessings start raining upon you, now the fact that she's tied to you, now she's getting ready to experience those same blessings as your blessings, as you're receiving. That's how that works. That's how that works. But at no point in time, brothers, or should you be putting the happiness of a woman or just having a woman in your life as a priority. It throws everything off, man.
Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on what level you own based on whether you're human or whether you're immortal.
At ease. It's your boy Soul Immortal. Stop choosing women over success, brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again, man, because I know a lot of you brothers are just not pulling up to work, man, and you're seeing the fine sister walking to the job, man, that you've been wanting to holler at for the longest, and she's looking good, and you're not really hearing what I'm saying. You know, I know a lot of you brothers are pulling up to the gas station, man, and you can look across the street. And you can see the sister, man, that just got her hair did and her nails did, and the booty is on blah, 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 right? And you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm telling you, brothers, we have to get to the point as mankind where we stop choosing women over our success. You know what I'm saying? I was replying to a comment on my older channel, man, because I still get a lot of brothers, giving me feedback over there, right? And the brother asked me, he said, why don't you make content about women anymore, about relationships, about all this stuff, man? And this is what I said in so many words. I said, brother, the reason I stopped doing that or stopped doing that as much is because I felt like I was doing my brothers, more harm than good. I felt like I was doing my brothers a disservice by constantly pumping that down their throats, right? Because, see, we can always talk about what women want, right? We can always talk about how to get the women. We can always talk about, understanding hypergamy. We can always talk about, like, why women are doing what they're doing, right? But, brothers, I felt in my heart of hearts that by me doing that all the time, what I was low-key telling my brothers, what I was telling my brothers is that women are the priority. I was saying that women are the priority. This is fire right here, brothers. And no, it's not Crown Rizzy, right? My mother used to make this tea, man, when I was little, right? I haven't seen this done in years. I was young, man. My mom used to take these tea bags and put them in glass jars. And she would, like, early in the morning, she would sit it outside right before the sun came up. And man, this tea would sit in the sun all day. And I'm talking about Texas heat. I'm talking about that 100-degree weather, right? And at the end of the day, man, she would bring it in and she would do whatever she did to it. I don't know if it was lemon and sugar or whatever she did. And brother, it was just like the nectar of God, right? And a sister, man, that's the dearest to me, right? Was in the pantry, man, and she saw the tea bags, and I saw her putting it in glass jars, and I was like I thought that was a lost art. She put that stuff in the tea and in the sun, let that stuff brew up. And brother, once again, who would have thought in the year 2022, Soul is once again sipping on God's nectar, right? Now I'm gonna say this. You brothers that are going to a job every day that you cannot stand. You brothers that are working in an environment with people that you can't stand and can't stand you. And then you're getting off work, man, and you're going home to cuddle with some woman, or you're getting on FaceTime with some shorty that you met a couple of states away. You're going and doing all the, this dating and spending all this time doing all this stuff. I'm going to tell you something, brothers. That you really need to hear. You men, one, will never experience fulfillment, right? You'll never experience fulfillment, one, and two, you will never have a healthy relationship. I'm gonna say it again, brothers, because this is crucial. You have to understand that if you're living a life that's unfavorable and you're still entertaining entertaining women as if they're the priority, I'm gonna tell you, brothers, you will never experience fulfillment. And when I say fulfillment, I'm saying you will never get to a place where you're really content, where you can really show gratitude to the Most High, where you can just sit back, man, and yeah, you still have the hustler spirit. You still have, you still want to grow. You still want to obtain things. But when I say fulfillment, where you can just sit still and say, you know what? Life is good. Like if I never take another vacation, if I never gain another extra dollar, like this is it, man. This is the feeling. Fulfillment. You will never experience fulfillment and you will never have a healthy relationship. When I say healthy relationship, yeah, you might get a baddie. Yeah, y'all might have some fun and some good times, but brother, you will never experience a relationship in the manner that a relationship is supposed to be experienced. Meaning, yeah, y'all might do some winning, but there's always gonna be some trust issues. There's always gonna be some lack of intimacy issues, some time restraint issue. There's always gonna be some things taking place that's gonna have the relationship off balance. I'm telling you, brothers, you have to understand that you'll never experience these things, brothers. I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000, right? When I think back about all my relationships, man, like all the relationships I've been, in over the years, if I'm honest with myself, I can easily say that I should have never entertained a relationship until after I was 40 years old. Right? Now, of course, that number should have been much lower. But I hadn't found out, the mindset that I was supposed to be in, until I was 40 to even entertain a relationship, brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about going back to like high school. When I came out of high school, when I graduated high school, at that moment right there, the last thing on my mind should have been like, okay, now it's time for me to, look for a spouse, or look for somebody I can get in a relationship with. And I'm not saying this to discredit any of the women that I've talked to in between that time, right? Brothers, I was married. I was married to my high school sweetheart, and from the age of 15, 16 up until her and I got divorced around 30, 31 years old. I'm telling you, brother, we had fun. Me and my ex-wife had a blast, man. We saw some nice places on the globe. We lived in some cool places. We experienced the whole military life together. We lived lavish. We bought home. Life was good. But at the same time, brother, if I'm honest with myself, I never had fulfillment. And at the same time, there was always some kind of issues going on in the relationship, right? Just something going on. It was never really just healthy, Even when I got out of that relationship, man, and was single for a minute and got in another long-term relationship, brother. And I always talk about, the negative aspects of that relationship. But if I'm honest with myself, overall, that relationship, like that was fun. Again, man, me and this sister had fun times. We saw cool places. We met, cool friends. We went to cool parties and clubs. And life was good, man. But at the same time, if I'm honest with myself, brothers, I was never fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, that relationship always had something going on, whether it's like, oh, there's some insecurity issues. I think, it was always something taking place, man. And even when I think about just the women I've met, man, where we might have just had, a couple of months just dating and entertaining each other, or flings, or whatever you want to call it. But I met some good women that they were good women, man, but just at the same time, the relationship never played out because, again, man, it would never work because, one, I wasn't fulfilled, and two, like they were always going to be saying. But this is what I come to understand, brothers. This is what I come to understand. I look back at myself and I say, you know what, man, I went through all those experiences with women, and then I had the nerve, not knowing myself, Then I had the nerve to get online, to get on YouTube and spill the knowledge of the game up to that point. And I was spitting facts. I was spitting facts, and I was talking about honest situations and true experiences that I went through. And I'm telling brothers, hey, don't do this and leave women alone and do no, women are always gonna do this. All women, I was preaching that gospel, right? But what I was doing was, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know who it was in the power circle. In the power circle the other day, man said this comment, and they were talking about Eve. Adam and Eve. They say, you know what, man, it was a trip because when God came back through the garden, he was like, hey, what in the cornbread hell is going on, right? Adam said, it's that woman you sent me. You know what I'm saying? In other words, Adam wasn't taking no responsibility of what the situation of how the situation was playing out. And I'm telling you, man, the reason most men are experiencing what they're experiencing, that lack of fulfillment, that lack of having something healthy, is one, because they aren't taking responsibility, and two, they don't understand that they're the quarterback of the entire situation. I'm telling you, man, your unhappiness is based on how you moving, and I'm telling you, by you choosing women over your success, you will never find this thing you're looking for. You'll never find any level of success. You know what I'm saying? And to really understand this, man, you really just have to understand, the nature of humanity, the nature of man and woman. You really have to understand what it is even that women are attracted to. Once you figure that out, it'll show you all the answers, man. That's all you have to figure out. Think about this. Do you ever ask yourself, because I've asked myself this at some point in life when I didn't understand, do you ever ask yourself, man, why is it that the women don't like the brothers, man, that just show up on the scene and say, you know what, I just want to take care of you, man. I want to, let's go and take you on trips and movies and da-da-da-da. I want to bring you flowers every day. And in the mind of some men, they're saying, you know what? Why on God's green earth would any woman not jump at that opportunity? Why would any woman not jump on a man that's coming at her like that? And I'm telling you, man, to even think like that, what you're really saying to yourself is, I don't understand what it is women are even attracted to. Because what a brother is doing when he's moving like that, not only is he putting a woman on a pedestal, but he's telling that woman, and he's telling the entire universe one thing: this woman is my priority. And if this woman is my priority, I can't be plugged in. I can't be, like brothers say, on my purpose, right? Because think about the man she's attracted to, man. She's attracted to the brother that, really don't have time to be texting her all day. Really don't be having time to, take her out every weekend. Some hot concert is coming through town. Sometimes, brother, you got to just be like, hey, I know Mary J is coming through, through Dallas. I know Nicki Minaj and whoever, they're into is coming through town. But babe, I got this project I gotta finish. We just can't make it, When a man is tied into self, when a man is like I said the other day, I said a man must understand two things. He must understand who he is. He must understand where he's going. If a man isn't plugged into that, brother, I'm telling you, you're doing a woman absolutely no good. You're actually bringing a burden to your life by not knowing who you are, not knowing where you're going, and trying to have a relationship. There will never be balance, man. You have to put your success over women. You know what I'm saying? And it really doesn't matter what your level of success is. You can be a man that says, you know what? The highest version that I see of myself is I just want to buy me, a little snow cone cart and push it around the neighborhood, man, and serve the people of my community, man, and serve the youngsters, man, all the delicacies that I had in my youth. If that's a man highest version of himself, and he's moving in that, he's moving toward that, walking in that, doing that, brother, I'm telling you, that man will have fulfillment. Yeah, he might not have the Lambos and the big cribs and all these things that we call successful, but that man will have fulfillment. And if that man has a relationship, that man's relationship will be healthy. I'm telling you, man, it's we have to stop choosing women over success. Because again, you have to understand really what you're saying to a woman when you're not focused on success first. What you're saying is, I'm low key worshiping you, like you're low key. You're low key, my God. If my life is all about making you happy, brother, I'm now worshiping you. At no point in time, even once you're on your path, and once you're tied in, brother, I'm telling you this. At no point in time is your job to make your woman happy. Let me just say that off the rip. You know what I'm saying? It's not your job to make a woman happy, man. Your job is to be tied in. Now the thing is, like once you're tied into who you are and where you're going, and blessings start raining upon you, now the fact that she's tied to you, now she's getting ready to experience those same blessings as your blessings, as you're receiving. That's how that works. That's how that works. But at no point in time, brothers, should you be putting the happiness of a woman or just having a woman in your life as a priority. It throws everything off, man. It throws because what you're saying, and this is what a woman is seeing when you move like that. She's saying, and we were talking about this again in the power circle the other night. If you brothers aren't in the power circle, join the power circle, man. Link is in the description box, right? But we were talking about emotional intelligence, and we were talking about a man remaining in his state and not letting anything move him outside of his prayer, outside of his destination, right? You have to understand that when a man comes out of that energy and now he's trying to pour happiness or trying to put a woman priority or in pursuit of a woman, what he's saying is, I'm not tied in. Even when it comes to a woman, when we say one woman, will test a man, that kind of, when you first meet a woman, she's giving you all these shit tests and all this kind of stuff. Really, all she's doing is saying, you know what? Let me see if this brother can be shaken out of his prayer. She might throw you a curveball and try to get you emotionally wound up. And some brothers will turn around and get the, nah, man, why, start acting like women. And what you're saying is, you know what? I'm not fit. Because, from that woman's point of view, she's saying, if I can come into your energy and shake you, little old me, little old dainty petite me, man, I'm just a little petite, little sweet little woman. If I can come and shake your whole world up, then how can I expect you as a man to be plugged in and this entire world not shake you? And what you're saying is, I'm not fit, man. Never unplug, brothers. And I know the world teaches us to unplug. Like that's how relationships are supposed to be happy. Never unplug, brothers. Never unplug. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it wasn't until I found self. It wasn't until I knew who I was and where I was going. But I'm telling you, man, out of all the beautiful women I've talked to over the last, X amount of years, but again, it was past my 40s when I first experienced how a relationship was supposed to even work. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my message changed a couple of years ago, because I was like, you know what? The reason my world was crazy, the reason my experience with women was crazy is because I wasn't who I was supposed to be. Like it was all based on me. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started to understand, when you talk about a healthy relationship, man, I'm telling you, brothers, until you experience what it's like for a woman to, be in her full femininity, for a woman to come into your life and has the ability to impact your bottom line. I'm talking about your bottom line as far as your health, your bottom line as far as your finances. You know what I'm saying? And this same woman can cater to you. She's massaging you. She loves cooking for you. I'm telling you, brothers, this is not fairy tale. This is not fairy tale. But you have to understand the switches that have to be activated inside of a woman to get that. And it's not what we think. It's not you buying her mink coats and Balenciagas and Birkin bags. That's not what's hitting the switch, brothers. And it's crazy because that's what the world is teaching us. That's what music videos are teaching us. That's what Housewives of Atlanta, and that's what all that's what the world is teaching us. That if you want to get the full experience of a woman, you have to pour into this woman, right? You have to be buying her all these things, taking her I'm telling you, brother, it's the exact opposite. If you want to get that experience out of your woman, all you have to do is focus solely on your success. All you have to do is know exactly where you're going, know exactly who you are, brothers. And I'm telling you, the whole relationship aspect, as far as attracting woman, as far as how a woman will even conduct herself once she's in your life, it's all based on that. It's all based on that, man. Because now you're giving a woman a sense of security. She's saying, you know what? If nothing can shake this man, then this is the man I want to submit to. This is the man I want to cater to. Like, what do you mean go out and entertain other men? Like there are so few men like this. Like, I don't even see any other men. I'm telling you, man, like if you want to get past that hypergamous hump, that's how you have to move, brother. I'm telling you, man. But it all boils down to us stop putting women over our success, or us stop putting, not putting women over us going in the direction of our goals or knowing who we are, man. That's the thing, brothers. I mean, that's going to answer all your questions. When you're confused about like, man, I'm a cool brother. Like, I'm in the gym, I got a little bag, I got a good job, I'm handsome, I smell good, the beard is on trim, but sisters are still like repelling me. Like what in the hell is that? Like, what is that, man? A lot of guys are there. Attractive men, good, solid brothers. And they're like, man, why aren't women feeling me? I'm telling you, brother, it's 100% energetic. It's 100% energetic. Now, let me, now we know that women have their preferences. Of course, some women like brothers that are, 7'9", 12 packs. With certain levels of success, right? But I'm telling you, when it gets to the true core of a woman, it's all energetic. Because you can have a woman that gets this certain type brother, Really, all he is just a trophy husband. Just like men have trophy wives, women with no substance, but they look good for the world. He's nothing but a trophy husband. She's gonna be with this man. They might be dating, but on the sideline, man, she's letting brothers that know who they are, knock it off, man. Those are facts, brothers. Those are facts, man. Stop choosing women over your success.